Okay, so today we're gonna make a pot roast. So come on, come cook with me. Okay guys, so just make sure that you preheat your oven to 350 so it can be ready when we're ready. Okay? All right, let's go. Okay guys, so the ingredients that you're gonna need for this meal is, I'm gonna use a chuck roast. We have carrots, we have onions, we're gonna have potatoes, and we're gonna have celery. And yeah, and of course we're gonna use some garlic also. So come on, let's get cooking. Oh, one more thing. I'm using the Campbell onion soup for this dish, okay? So that's the extra ingredient that we're gonna use, okay? All right, so come on, let's get started. Okay guys, here's a closer look at the ingredients. We're gonna have a beef chuck roast. We have some carrots. We have celery and garlic. We have potatoes. We're gonna have the yellow squash. And I have some fresh rosemary. And I have onions. And of course we have the Campbell French onion soup also. And you're gonna need some cornstarch. Okay? So these are all the ingredients that you need. Okay? All right, so let's get started. Okay guys, so now that you see everything that we're gonna use, we're gonna make some space because we're gonna work on the chuck roast first, okay? And we're gonna put it in the oven and then we'll deal with the vegetables afterwards. Okay, so just make some room for the meat so we can season the meat, okay? Okay, you guys, so we're gonna season this chuck roast, okay? All right, so what we're gonna use first is we're gonna use some onion powder. So just sprinkle as much as you want because onion powder is powder, it's not salt, okay? It's gonna give it a good onion taste. All right, so next I'm gonna use some black pepper. Cut my nails too short, I could barely open it. I don't like long nails, so I'm always cutting my nails. Okay, and then I'm gonna put, okay, we're just gonna use the onion powder. Oh, let me flip it over. I'm sorry guys, I think I'm about to sneeze. Okay, so just flip it over and then you're gonna do the same thing you just did. So we're gonna put some onion powder, make sure you get it all over. Okay, and then we're gonna use some more black pepper. Black pepper. Okay, we don't have to put a lot of spices on here other than the two that we're using because we're gonna use the sorry you guys, the pepper. Whew, honey. Okay, so we don't have to put too many spices because we're gonna use the Campbell French onion soup, and that's gonna help season it also, so we don't need a lot of spices. All right, so now we're gonna go over to the stove and we're gonna sear it on the stove, okay, for a few minutes before we put it in the oven. Okay, so come on, let's go to the stove. Okay, so now we're at the stove. So now we're gonna put some oil in the skillet. This is my little grill thingy. Okay, so now we're gonna grab the steak, the chuck roast, and we're just gonna put it in there. Okay. So we're gonna, the goal is just to let it sear on each side. Just let it get a little brown on each side. Okay? And wash your hands. Okay. Alright. So we're just gonna let it get some nice color on each side, and then we're gonna transfer it back over, and we're gonna put it in the oven when we're done. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna let it get a little seared on each side. Turn it up a little bit. This is gonna be a really good dish, you guys. It's gonna be so delicious. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a good day. Or a good night, wherever you are. Okay. Oh, that's nice if it get the little grill marks, huh? I don't like that. Okay. I like this little skillet. And you guys, we're using yellow squash, which is something that I never used to like, but I don't know, one day I ate out and they had the yellow squash. And it was so good. I was like, wow. I thought I didn't like it. But it was good. So that's what I'm using today. My new vegetable. That's new to me because I've never ate it before. Well, I used to. Well, my mom used to make it when I was younger, but I never ate it. So, you know, when you're kids, you didn't like stuff. But now, honey, it's good. So I will be using a yellow squash today. Very healthy vegetable. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this sear for a few minutes, and then I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, and then we'll flip it over. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So let's flip it over. Wow, this is a really big chuck roast that I got. Okay, so let's flip it over. Oh, look at that. I like when you see the little lines in it like that. The grill marks. I love it. Since I don't use an outside grill. Ugh, I'm afraid of outside grills, to tell the truth. I'm just afraid of them. That's why I never use an outside grill. I'm afraid to use it. But I'll use this little thingy right here. Okay. All right. Because outside grills, they just scare me because all the smoke and flames. Oh, honey. I can't do that. You'll never catch me behind a grill. No. It's scary. Okay. All right, so we're gonna let this cook for a few minutes, okay, and let it sear on the other side, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Okay, so now it's ready. So now we're gonna put it in the pan that we're gonna bake it in, okay? I'm gonna attempt to move this over into the pan over here that I have to put it in, okay? It's so big, honey, so let me try. All right, we're gonna transfer this over, okay? All right. Okay, I did it. See? All right, so now let's go work with this. Okay, you guys, so here's what it's looking like right now. So we just seared it on each side so that it can get a nice color and soak in all the spices. So now we're gonna add some onions to this. So I'm gonna add my whole bowl of onions that I have, okay? I'm gonna put those in there. All right. Okay guys, so we're done putting the onions on it. So next we're gonna add some garlic. Okay, garlic. So I'm just gonna put the garlic all around it. I won't use the whole thing of garlic, but because I think that's a bit much. I just chopped up a lot. I can use for another dish. Okay, so that's the garlic. And what I have also is, and it smells so good, some fresh rosemary. Oh my God, it smells so good in here, you guys. So, I'm gonna take some rosemary, just sprinkle that all over. Oh, I think I'm gonna start my own little garden for fresh herbs. I can have some rosemary, some thyme, some basil. I think I'm gonna do that. I've been wanting to do that lately. I was just talking to my daughter about that. I'm gonna get me a little shelf. I'm just gonna buy all my fresh herbs, and I'm gonna grow them. And I would love to smell, gosh, it smells so good. Fresh rosemary. I don't even know anything about this, growing this stuff, but I'm gonna check into it because I want to learn. So that's my next project that I'm gonna do. Learn how to grow some fresh herbs. Basil, thyme, rosemary. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and the mint, because I love to smell fresh mint also. That's gonna be one of them also. So that's my next project, you guys. Okay, so that's enough. I think that's enough. It smells so good. Oh my God. Okay, that's enough. Of course. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put some let me show you. Okay, so that's the rosemary. So now we're gonna use our French onion soup. Okay guys, so what I have here is the French onion. Oops, child, honey, sorry. I was trying to fix it so you guys can see it in the camera. I didn't want to spill it though. But okay, so that's the French onion soup. Campbell French onion soup. Okay? See, it has onions in it already too. It's gonna make this chuck roast so tasty. Okay, so I think that was like, how many cups was that? About 3 cups. And then I'm gonna add some water to it. Okay, so let me get some water. I'm gonna add 4 cups of water. Okay. All right. Mix all this together. We're gonna have a good chuck roast. And you know, you guys, this is a pretty big roast, so it's gonna have to cook for about 3 hours. But in between these hours, in between the time, we will add the vegetables to it. That's what we're gonna do. All right. So I think I'm gonna put a little more black pepper in it. Oh, I forgot, you guys. I got my crushed red peppers. Okay, that's gonna give me my little spice. And I don't have time to shake it, so I'm just gonna sprinkle. Okay. All right. So now what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I have to get my aluminum foil, and we're gonna put some aluminum foil on this, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven, and it's gonna cook for at least an hour before I check on it, okay? Because we gotta let it cook really good. But we're not gonna add the vegetables right away, the rest of the vegetables, because we don't want them to be too overcooked. So we're gonna let this cook for an hour first before we check on it, okay? All right, let me get some aluminum foil, okay? Hold on. Okay, you guys, I got my aluminum foil. So this aluminum foil, I'm gonna cover it. You seal it really tight. This would help the roast cook and get all those nice juices in the roast. It'll help keep it in. Okay, I'm gonna double seal that. So, one more time. Just seal it really tight. Okay. And it's gonna go in the oven on 350 for a whole hour before we check it. Okay. And remember, it's gonna have to cook for at least 3 hours because it's so big. And it's a chuck roast, and you know, chuck roast, you have to cook it, honey. Chuck roast, you have to cook it for a while, or it's gonna not turn out good. But this is gonna be delicious. Okay, so we have it sealed. Okay, everything's sealed. So now it's time to put it in the oven. Okay. Okay, you guys, so I have it in the oven, and it's gonna go in the oven again, like I said, for 1 hour until we check on it again. Okay, so we'll see it in an hour. Okay, guys, so these are all the vegetables that are gonna go on the pot roast. Okay, and my new favorite, yellow squash. Never thought I would ever like yellow squash, but honey, I guess you get your taste buds change as you get older. Okay, so and the soup that we use, I was trying to show it to you guys earlier, but Okay, so this is the French onion soup that I used, okay? All right. Okay, so I'll be back when the roast is ready in an hour, okay? Okay, you guys, it's been an hour, so let's take it out. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, you guys, so let's look at it. Okay, there we go. All right. So this is after an hour. So let me flip it over. Hold on, you guys. Okay, you guys. This is the pot roast after 1 hour. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip it over. Let's see. I'm gonna flip it over so it can cook on the other side for 1 hour. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna let it cook on this side for 1 hour. And then after that, we will add the vegetables for the last hour, okay? Okay, so we're just gonna put the aluminum foil back over it. Try to seal it as good as you can, nice and tight. And then you put it back in the oven, okay? For 1 more hour. Okay, you guys, so this is the 2nd hour. So now we're gonna check on it, and this is when we put the vegetables in, okay? After the 2nd hour. Ooh, look at that. Yummy. See? So it's doing good. 1 more hour. I think I'm gonna flip it over 1 more time too. And then we're gonna put the vegetables in. Okay? So just 1 moment. Let me flip it over 1 time, okay? Okay, so let's flip it over 1 more time. Okay. All right. So now we're down to the final hour of this roast. Okay, so now we're gonna add the vegetables. Okay, so first I'm gonna take some of the broth off of it, because it looks like it might be too much. So when I put my vegetables in, it won't be too overly full. Okay, so that's enough. So a bowl, but we're not gonna throw it away. Just gonna set it to the side, okay? And now let's grab the vegetables. Look at that, don't that look good? This is delicious meal for your family, you guys. So it has to cook for 1 more hour and it should be ready. Okay, so let's get the vegetables. Let me get the carrots first. Okay, you guys, we're gonna add the carrots. Okay, that's the carrots. So now we're gonna get some celery. Okay, so now let's add some celery. Okay, now we're gonna get some squash. Yellow squash. Okay, some of these I got a little too big, huh? Okay, and the last thing we're gonna add is some potatoes. So potatoes are next. Okay, so now we got the potatoes. So we'll just add the potatoes in there. All right, you guys. Okay, and the broth that we took off of it, we're just gonna pour that back on there. The beef broth that we took off. Just pour it back in there. Okay? All right. So now we put the lid back over it. All right, so we're just gonna cover it one more time. And it's gonna cook for another hour. And it should be done after that. Okay? I think I have to put another seal of aluminum foil over it again. And then we're gonna put this in the oven for 1 more hour. And that will be 3 hours, okay? And it will be ready. Okay, guys, I'll come back when it's ready, okay? Okay, guys, so it's almost been 3 hours. So I just wanted to check on it before, because I'm probably gonna have to leave it in for a little extra 30 minutes because this chuck was so big. Okay, so what I'm doing now is making my cornstarch, and I mix the cornstarch and the beef broth together, and I'm gonna pour this on top of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix this, and then I'm gonna pour it on top. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour this in the broth so that it can get thick. Okay, then I'm gonna mix it. Okay, let's just mix that and just pour it all over, just to make sure that it covers everything. Broth all over. Okay. Oh, the rosemary smells so good. Okay, you guys, so another 45 minutes and it should be done. It smells so good. Okay. All right. So now, another 45 minutes and it will be done. Okay. That's how she's looking now. So another 45 minutes, okay? Okay, you guys, here's the end results. This is the oven baked chuck roast, and it was baked for about 3 hours and 45 minutes. Yes, it took a little while for this one. But here's the end results, and it looks so delicious. So let's see. Let's cut into it, okay? Okay, you guys, so let's give it a try. Look at that. Nice and tender. So let's cut into it. This is the way I want it, the meat to fall off. So it's baked really well. You see that? Look at that. Mmm. Yummy. Let me try it. Mmm. It's delicious. Okay, you guys, let me make a plate and I'll be right back. And there you have it. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week. See you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you guys.